What's going on, everybody? It's about 3 or about 9, or it might be 3 in the morning where you're at. We're gonna get started in about 3 or 4 minutes, a little bit late. So have fun, chat, do what you have to do. I'm gonna go, and I'll be back in about 3 minutes. I look forward to today's Saturday afternoon jam session. So Paul might join us. We have a few guests that are going to be joining us today. We're going to go into detail who Join Our Mentor is, what they are, who Vick Strizheus is, and then see some people that are having really good results. And if you're just here for the first time, you've made it on the ideal time, and we will get started in about 3 minutes. So thank you very much. Enjoy the birds and relax. How's everyone doing? We are going to get started in about 2 minutes. So thanks a lot for being here on time and early. My name is Stephen Munson. We will be getting started in about 2 minutes. So if you're just logging in and you want to say hello and appreciate having you here, maybe let us know where you're actually at. I'm here in Hawaii. All right. So we're going to get started here in just a moment. So we're going to get started. Okay. So it looks good. We're about a minute late, and no problem with that. It's actually, in Hawaii, everyone's always late, so you kind of get, at some point you actually get accustomed to it. That doesn't mean I'm going to be late. That doesn't mean I wanted to be late. That just means we're a little bit late. So what we're going to do right now is actually I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour inside the Big Idea Mastermind, give you an opportunity to meet Vick, and really just explain what we're doing here, because actually we just yesterday, if you were already previewed yesterday, we did about a 45-minute Google Hangout that you were able to see what this is all about. So if you caught that, or if you're already part of this team, I would like to say welcome back. And I know some of you, a lot of you, obviously by how many people are on the Hangout, are from all over the world. And I want to welcome you from wherever you're at today, this evening or this morning. I know a lot of you who are international are actually in a totally different, it's like 3 in the morning. It's a totally different element. You might be like really quiet and sneaking around in your house because, the wife and kids are asleep, or, you're just trying to chime in. And I would like to say welcome. And I'm here at my home in Hawaii. It's 3 in the afternoon. And it's a pleasure to have you here. So these Hangouts are set up because we're a team. And so we just invite people that we, feel like we want to help them out with a business opportunity we're in. But really more than that, because it's really just about being part of this community, being part of this environment, and finally that we're all actually part of something that's working for us, And I think something unanimous is most of us had some sort of business opportunity or some sort of struggle financially to get us here, which is unique. And then there's those of us, not myself, but a lot of you who actually had, everything was going extremely well, and then when you came here, you're just now looking for something that much better. You're looking for the next good thing for you. So I would like to say welcome, and you know, you can see behind me, it's kind of like that tiki. You got the surfboard, you got the bamboo waterfall thing, and it's pretty peaceful. And I would easily say this, that, you know, this beats where I was before this, in the basement, the cold basement of Atlanta, you know, trying to figure out how the heck I'm going to get out of there. Now, it wasn't that I didn't like the people there, and it's actually not even that bad of a place. But when you're stuck somewhere without money, and you start to realize that everything you had done came to zero financially. And so then you start to question yourself as to what you did and where you've been. Was that actually the right decisions? I'll tell you what. The things that were rough in my life have paved the way for the things that are now that much prettier, that much nicer. And Paul, you know, saw this last night. It was pouring, dumping rain here. And I'm like, I am sitting out in the middle of like a tiki hut in the pouring rain, and this is my business. This is my job. This is my career. This is my life. I don't have to go and sway and make up some brand new life. And I was sitting in a tiki hut with a pouring rain because I'm an internet marketer. And if you don't know what internet marketing is, that's great. We're going to explain it to you. We're going to dummy it down a little bit, but we're going to give you a good little tour. We're going to introduce you to our good friend Big Bill Nichols. That's Bill Nichols, and he's like I mean, this guy, you just want to give him a hug, and he's got that attitude that it just lights you up. And we had the chance to meet him in Miami, and he's going to be coming out here in, you know, about 10 to 15 minutes. Look at this guy. I mean, he is like just hanging out. Where are you in, like, the La Jolla, or is that Compton?
It's Mission Beach, actually.
Dang,
how we doing today?
Living it up outside today.
Man, it's so nice out right now. I had to get out here and, you know, put my feet up, and, you know, what are we discussing today?
I was thinking on the way here today, because, I mean, the waves are really good, and it was extremely hard to say, you know, I just got to go do this hangout. You know, life's tough, right? Got these, you know, wear the same couple shirts 4 times a week, 2-3 pairs of baggies, you know, but I assure you, I outwork the majority of people, and I love to have a good time as well. So I was thinking, if we had a couple iPads in a situation like this, I could just be doing this on the beach, you know, 45 minutes. You guys could see the ocean instead of thinking I had to be at a certain location. Although this location is ideal, you know, because there's the birds, it's calm, you know, it could potentially rain. I think it is right now, and we could still continue to do this outdoors. And if it is the middle of night where you're at, you get a little bit of sunlight. So Paul is Paul's getting into it, obviously. Pretty soon this guy's going to be on a sailboat cruising around while we're sitting here doing these hangouts. So Paul and I are internet marketers. You know, we worked online for about 5 years, and we've had our ups and downs. We've tried multiple different types of business opportunities, from tech companies to, you know, the natural, solutional, like juices and vitamins, and those were all really fun, I tell you. Nothing better than getting all into this awesome product that you absolutely love, but then you didn't make any money and you were all pumped up about it. You know, and, you know, I guess one good example would be a company that, I'll tell you what, I love their product. I love it. I wish I had some right now, because it has the acai berry in it, and it was Monavie. And we were in Monavie. And Paul, you know, tell us about your Monavie experience, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no worries. My dad's best friend is Brig Hart. You might have heard of him. He's one of the top internet or just network marketers, you know, in the world. He was basically top of Amway, top of Monavie, doing really well. But we got started in Monavie. But I was like super young at that point. I just kind of did it for just drinking the juice and whatnot. But I had like 600 million people on my left side and like 1 person on my right. So it just didn't really, you know, turn out too good for me at that point. You know, I didn't really make any money at it, and just kind of just floundered out. But, you know, I still love the juice and look forward to working with Brig in the future and doing some big things with him.
So how many you had? How many people on one of your flanks or your sides? It's a binary structure, so you're supposed to even it
Yeah,
out. You had what, 400,000?
400,000, yeah, on the left, and then like one or two people on the right.
You were cranking
So
some income.
I didn't
I'm
make
at.
any money, basically.
All right, all right. Always an experience. And so what we're going to be actually getting into right now is this. We've obviously had our struggles. Things that didn't work out as quite as planned. But the good thing is we've actually then made a couple shifts, made a couple decisions, met a couple people, introducing a few people to one another, doing these live Google Hangouts. And I mean, we are now this team, Join a Mentor, who are all part of the Big Idea Mastermind, who all of our mentors, Vick Strizheus. There's a lot of really like beyond regular, exciting, extraordinary things happening. Now, I'm just excited because I was struggling. So don't take this excitement for some sort of hype that I'm going to build hype for you, because there's no hype that needs to be built whatsoever. You know, there's all the proof there of the individuals, including myself, making very good incomes, and a lot of brand new people, maybe just like yourself, that are getting started quick, getting all the tools, all the training, all the coaching, the mentoring, the products, the compensation that you know you would need in any type of business to be able to make yourself life-changing income. Now, I want to say this because we are going to talk about money, but there's no claims. Just because you get started doesn't mean you're going to end up in a tiki hut in Hawaii with birds chirping around you and making a good amount of money. But you have the opportunity to. A lot of people are, but I have to make that claim to you so you don't think that everyone makes money, because not everyone does everything. And some of you are going to see this, and this is for sure. You're going to take action today, and you're going to decide to get started with us. Those of you are just, a lot of you are here from all over the world, and you're ideally here because you went into Google and you said, make money online, or you've already got started with us, so you've invited somebody here. You're here to learn more. But universally, let's not beat around the bush. We're here to make some money. So I have to make an income disclaimer so you don't think that money falls out of the sky. This is the most, for me personally, the most profitable business I've ever been part of. It gives me the most freedom and flexibility of anything I've ever been part of. I don't have to drive into the office. I don't have to worry about a boss or manager or cubicle or sitting there getting bored. And I can live life on my own terms. Paul can as well. The individuals we're going to bring you out, they can as well. So it's been just extraordinary for each one of us, and we want to be able to show you that right now. So I'm going to show you a quick little screen share, and then we're going to bring out Mr. Bill Nichols. So 1 second here. All right, so you can see you're right here. And this is right here. This is how you get started, okay? The Big Idea Mastermind. Now, we do this each and every night. Now, I want to show you a little bit beyond that in case you're confused of how this actually works for you. So I'm going to go through something that's very simple that each one of you would not normally be able to see because, you know, you're not quite involved with this yet. And this to me is what you have the ability to tap into right now today, but really, like, I want you to think about it in a different way. I want you to think about this. The last time that you were involved with some sort of business, or you were involved with a team or a company, or you're working for a boss, usually there's disconnects, meaning there's people that are earning a lot of money and not explaining anything to you. There's other people that are struggling, and they're the ones giving you the advice. So we went and created a community so you would have to no longer be part of that. You can avoid that, and you have other people that can work with you directly. So if you go look at this, right here, the Big Idea Mastermind, created by Vick. That's a cool number. 1,888 members already involved. Now, let me give you a little idea what that means, because this is in pre-launch mode. The system's actually coming available in not too long, in about 3 days from now. Okay, and what system I'm talking about is a system the owner of this created, the innovator, the guy with the ideas is Vick Strizheus. He is our mentor, and he's doing huge things in the Empower Network. He's known as the king of online traffic. Now, as the king of online traffic, he basically, as the king of online traffic, he is teaching us, mentoring us for online traffic. Were you talking, Paul?
No.
Okay, cool. And so what's cool about Vick is he loves sharing things with all of us, and he does a weekly webinar that you get invited to, and he gives you, you know, how he's doing this. What is he up to? Why is he the king of online traffic? How did he just go into the Empower Network and earn over $1 million in a short 2 months, $1 million online? Now, that doesn't mean that's the only thing he's doing to make income, but he did have an idea. When he did a beta test and earned over $1 million, he decided that he was going to go into the Empower Network, but he was going to create, you know, what I see to believe as the most incredible, innovative marketing system ever created on the internet. And you can see here, welcome, Stephen. Your sponsor is Vick. You know, and these are all the products that they have. All these products teach you about how to make money online, regardless if you're going to be online or offline with your business, regardless of what type of business that you're in. Okay, so this right here, you have an e-wallet, so you get paid there directly. And I want to introduce you to Vick. I want to show you what Vick is doing. I want to give you a little 8-minute insight to Vick's system. And then we're just going to dive back in there. We're going to meet Paul real quick, and we're also going to meet Bill. And then we're going to just, you know, be able to show you some proof of other people that are doing this, so you have a good idea that this is the right decision for you. Okay, so, and if you go look here, if you go to payments earned, you can see it basically gives you a breakdown of the income that you're making. So right here, you know, you can see, we could go back to when I began is the beginning of February, and, you know, this has been very consistent. You have $1,000, $500, you know, that's pretty substantial. Then you have 25, you know, pretty much every day, $100 here, another $25 on the 14th of February, $100. I mean, this is just consistent, okay? This isn't life-changing money. Well, I mean, it could be. You know, this could be life-changing money. Actually, this money changed my life. Because remember, I was poor. Making $25 a day, that was enough. And then I get these $100 days. Wow, that was helping. And then stuff like this starts to happen. $1,000 days. How did I make $1,000 in one day on March 4th? Well, I had purchased something called the 15K formula. It teaches you how to make money online and to build your brand, to utilize the internet, and you can use that even if you want to do an offline business, like let's say real estate. I was in real estate a long time ago. When I was in real estate, you know, I made a lot of money, and then I lost it all. And I also needed a way to get more buyers and sellers when there was a down market. I didn't know how to do that. If I would have owned the 15K formula, I would have been able to do that. Well, I bought it, then I turned around, and someone else bought it from me because I had exclusive rights to it, and I got the 100% commission off of it. So I get an email from these guys, Dave and Dave. Dave Wood and Dave Sharp. And you can see here when I go into my email account, and this is all done live, so you know this is fully disclosed. Look at this. Look how consistent it is. This is when Dave and Dave send me an email saying, hey, your income just increased by $25. That was today, you know, or a couple days ago. Your income increased by $25. You know, right here, your income increased by $500. And you start to wonder, wow, I'm making $500 on a Sunday? I'm making $100 every other couple days and $25 here and this $3,000 commission? Wow. You start to realize that this is life-changing money. $3,000 2 days later, or 4 days later. And then it's building, another 25, another 100, another 25, another 25, another 25, another 25, 100, 125, 100, 25, 25, 500.
Yeah,
and it just
Steve,
keeps going on and
the
on.
thing about these $125 commissions, they happen each month. So it's not just a one-time thing. They're going to be coming each month residually. So I think that's a good thing to let people know.
Yeah, and that's okay because honestly, this isn't about the money. The reason I want to show you the money is so you know how real it is. The money doesn't matter. Once you realize the money doesn't matter, the money won't matter and the money will come from everywhere. And also, once you stop having fear of money, money comes from everywhere. This money is residual. The $100 and the $25 come back to you each and every month. So the more you build up, the more you get. Just like anything when you work hard at it, but you actually get rewarded for these with 100% commissions. And then you have these products, which I personally feel would have been a solution for me when I lost all of my money when there was some big crisis in the economy because I didn't know how to be sustainable online. Now, forever, yes, I can be sustainable online. I can log right in to where, to my account at any time, and I can just access any of my training programs, and there's no problem as far as what to do next and how to get by a particular situation. You're like, this 15K formula that made me $1,000, this is incredible stuff right here. But see, this is all cool, and this is great, and going to the Chicago event is gonna be life-changing. But it's not necessarily because of this incredible company. This company is one big part of it. But the huge thing is our mentor. Now, Vic, back to him. I want to introduce you to him right now and just give you 5 minutes with Vic and let you see what the Big Idea Mastermind system is. Let you see how he went himself right into the leaderboard of the Empower Network. And he is very, very consistent. So you can see right here, total income, Vic, #1 all-time earner. But he wasn't in the company as long as these people. These people are all really, really, really talented marketers. And he just had the ability to out-earn them in a short amount of time. Not because he's a better marketer, but because he had already established people that believed in him. Why? Because his results were consistent over and over and over. When people followed Vic, they just started to make money as well. Let me show you what I mean. Right here, individuals who just got started. This gentleman who's right now on our live Google Hangout. And he's there on the leaderboard. She's on the leaderboard. She's on the leaderboard. And they're all on this Google Hangout. He's on the Hangout. And he's on the leaderboard. He's on the Hangout. And he's on the leaderboard. He is on the Hangout. And he is on the leaderboard. It's not a flukes, guys. It's because our mentor is one extraordinary person. And I want to introduce you to him right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to invite out our good friend Bill, who we had the chance to meet while we were down in Miami. And boy, that was fun when Vic invited us all to Miami. So we're going to show you this real quick.
Here in Miami, South Florida.
We'll go ahead and show you Miami. Why not?
Whether your desires are an extra $1,000 a month online, or if you're like me, you want to earn an extra $100,000 a month online. We're here with Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, Vick Strizheus, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you some exact videos that changed my life, thousands of others. It's going to change your life too. So I want you to tune in right now. Make sure you watch this video and then get started with us. This is the Big Idea Mastermind, and these guys are changing people's heads. All in the top 100 home-based business mentors and leaders and top earners. And those are the type of mentors that you need to integrate with because you need to be on their team. So I'm going to give you the opportunity today to take a look at this. Now, this is limited. It will be gone tomorrow, so make sure you take action today. Thanks a lot. Aloha. Not here in Miami. So if you're watching
This is Dave Wood, one of the owners of Empower Network.
because, listen to me, it's because you want to make more money and have a better lifestyle, right? You want to make money and have a better lifestyle, or you would not be watching this video, right? There's just no way you wouldn't be able to stay up. You'd go crazy and just be able to do something else. You're still watching. And if you're still watching, you want to make money.
Awesome today. My name is Vic, Nice to meet you. I'm actually in my headquarters right now. I've been working on some things with Big Idea Mastermind and Miami event. It's been really crazy busy, folks, lately. But I wanted to take a moment to shoot this quick video for you. Last night I sent you an email. Hopefully you got it. I told you that as soon as I have something to show you as far as previews, right, for what we're doing, kind of pull back the curtain for you, if you will, and let you take a a peek inside of the Big Idea project, show you how things are coming together, and it's been coming together really nicely, folks. This will be the system out there. Okay, there's none like this anywhere else on the internet, folks. You are very fortunate, very lucky, call it whatever you want. All right, to be here at this time, right here, okay, in this place with the Big Idea Mastermind. So we got some landing pages. Okay, one of the landing pages I'm going to show you, all right, is going to be this version right here. Boom, check this out. So this is a case study landing page, and we'll have, when we launch this thing, guys, okay, when we launch this, you will have at least 3 landing pages that's ready to go. We actually have 2 ready right now, okay? I have other ones on my computer, on my other computer, where I don't have an ability to record. I don't have the software installed, so I just wanted to show you at least one of them, right? So this is the first one. Again, we'll have other 2 landing pages that are going to be unbranded, so it's not going to have the Big Idea logo on it. I think it's going to convert really well. Obviously, the video is going to be very enticing. So I expect the conversion rate on this one to be at least bare minimum with cold traffic, at least 40%. Okay. So that's that. So what happens when they opt in here, right? When they opt in, and by the way, you have your own version of this landing page. When they opt in, they get redirected to a pre-sales page, and I call this value sequence page, right? So just like with High Traffic Academy, if you've been following that launch, if you have promoted it, right? The reason that it was so successful is because we gave people value in advance, right? Instead of just peddling, and just pitching them, right? As soon as they opt in here, they will actually be redirected to this page right here. All right, this page right here. Again, very basic, very simple, very clean, very neat looking, right? And this is just obviously just placeholders right now, but they'll have access to the first video right away. Okay, nice big video on the in the middle of the screen, and it's going to talk about I'll walk them through the case study. Right, how I made a lot of money online, basically, and just teaching them principles and just giving them value. Okay, just giving them value, folks. How we're going to dominate this thing, right? Is number one, we're going to be positioning ourselves. We're going to position you, right, promoting Big Idea Mastermind by just head and shoulders above everybody else by just giving value to the marketplace. That's the first thing we're going to do, right? So obviously, when people watch the video, they can comment, blah blah blah. You know the drill, right? When they get through the 3 videos here, again, really good videos, really awesome value. I don't think they're going to be as long as High Traffic Academy once. I mean, with High Traffic Academy, we had some of those videos like 2 hours long. I think this one is going to be, I'll try to keep it down to about, maybe 30-40 minutes max. Okay. So they go through this value sequence, right? So they go through this pre-sales material. They get really excited, and the whole thing has been structured and positioned in a way to. First video is going to lead to the second video is going to lead to the third video, and third video is going to lead to the whole, to the actual launch and grand opening for the Big Idea Mastermind. People will be on a deadline to get in, all right? So let me show you the actual sales page for the Big Idea Mastermind, and I think it's just gonna blow the marketplace away, folks. There is nothing like this anywhere else online, period, end of the story, all right? So when they get to the when they get done through the free videos, right, then they'll be invited to this page right here, okay, which is the actual sales page for the Big Idea Mastermind. But the way it's going to be positioned, okay, is instead of just having a straight-up sales video and just say, just go through the page, right, and just purchase, we're going to create this more of like, they enter in a whole different world. Okay, we want to bring them into our world, guys. All right, and so. Here, obviously we'll have, this is just an example here for you, but a nice catchy headline, right? This right here at the top, it says your $5,000 bonus offer is going to end in, and it's going to be a timer set for 24 hours. Okay, I found that, if you give people deadlines, your conversions go through the roof. Okay, awesome. So this thing is going to be actually flashing every few seconds. It's going to actually flash just to get people's attention, right? So. they land on this homepage, and it's going to be a nice video kind of welcoming them, you know, to the Big Idea world and just kind of leading them through the process, right? Okay, so in your members area, when you go to getting started, okay, by the way, you'll just go through the setup steps, okay? Very, very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. People are going to love it. But when you go to the personalize my thing, right? Personalize your Big Idea marketing system, here, see, you're going to enter your name here, and your name is going to show up. Your name is going to show up over here. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so then you enter your, you upload your picture here, and your picture is going to be put here. Boom. Okay, see that? So the whole thing is we wanted to make it brandable for whoever promotes this thing. Okay. You can put your phone number. If you don't want to put your phone number in there, fine. You don't have to put your phone number. Your phone number is not going to show up. Okay. So then there's going to be About Me page. So here's the concept of this sales process. You can do anything. And I think if somebody is not willing to make a decision within 24 hours to get in, especially when we're going to say, listen, if you get in within 24 hours of getting on this page, on landing on this page, if you get in within 24 hours, we will actually give you free access to the Big Idea Mastermind system. Okay. Anything.
So that's where we're going to stop here. As you already can realize, you're going to get free access to the Big Idea Mastermind system. And if that wasn't enough, we're also going to give you access to our entire team. We're going to give you access to, you know, the 2 Facebook rooms. You're going to get inside with Vick's team, and you're going to be able to utilize the Big Idea Mastermind system. And then really what's going to happen after that? You have endless options. You can show up to work. You can get on the Google Hangouts. You can not do the Google Hangouts. You can send your own emails. You can use the other emails that are set up for you. You can go in the Facebook room and communicate, or you can not go in the Facebook room and communicate. You can earn $25 a day, or you can earn $1,000 a day, or you can earn $3,000 a day. Or you can sit around and earn absolutely nothing. It's up to you, but everything is provided, everything from A to Z that helps you make this an easy system that you can tap into with proven results, so you can discover something that you finally love. And what you're going to love is that you're going to be yourself. And that's what you're going to make money doing. So we want to bring out a couple special individuals right now. And what I want to do is, while I'm doing that, I want to ask, you know, turn it over to Paul real quick. And maybe Paul can give us a little insight on, you know, right now in the next, because it's 3 days away. You know, mentally, just a quick little strategy, what you're going to do the next 3 days. Are you going to buy traffic? Are you going to pump up your free traffic? Do you have any little, just tiny little tidbits of advice, or what you're going to do for for everyone who's already on the team? Because we all know Paul's working his tail off. I mean, this guy's over there doing something. I know he's working around the clock. I think he's got some special sauce he's building up for the team, and we'll see if we can get any insight, any on what's going on right now.
Yeah. I'm definitely pumping up as much traffic as I possibly can, because I got a little sneak peek of the Big Idea Mastermind in Miami, and if it's even as half as good as I think it's going to be converting like crazy. So I'm going to get some solo ads going. I'm definitely going to just keep plugging away on some free traffic on Facebook and Twitter, and maybe do some Craigslist ads possibly. And just make sure everything is just tightened up, everything's good to go. Make sure all my links are working properly. Make sure my Aweber is all fine-tuned and working properly. You know, just making sure everything is good to go, 100%, and just drive traffic. Whether it's going to be to Vick's page, or it's going to be to the Join a Mentor page, or to both of them. I might do a test list on a couple of different pages. And that's really about it. I'm working on some new follow-ups with a professional ad copywriter, so those should be out by Monday. And so, yeah, I think this team is definitely, awesome. We're all on the right track for a really good year, very profitable, and it's going to be fun to just connect with everyone in Hawaii and just jam out. So I'm stoked.
Awesome. So here we have, thank you for that, Paul. And, you know, we all appreciate you, and it's a pleasure to have someone like Paul on the team, because it's like he's almost, sometimes he's like the safety expert, or he's like what would it be called? Like, he's just making sure that everything's tightened up. So all the time I'll get, hey, you got your list going, you got everything organized, or, you know, we got to make sure that Paul's on it, on top of things, and that's someone reliable to have, you know, totally on your team and on your group. Okay, so the next thing is, what's going on?
Hey, can I refill?
Yeah, what do you need?
Can you charge it?
You need a charger? Sure, no worries, man. I'm going to just charge it up right now, okay? I'm doing a live podcast for people all over the world, so just come back and get it in, like, you know, 30 minutes or whatever.
Live podcast.
Yeah, whatever, you know. And so, Dag, how you doing? And, you know, where are you coming in from? It's Hawaii. I mean, this is Hawaii. Let me explain something. There's huge, I'm in Pupukea, there's these huge pieces of land, okay? And they're beautiful. And I mean, one day you'll have a dog, and you're like, hey, where's this dog come from? I didn't know I had a dog. And so it's like the neighbor's dog, and their dog's just cruising around, and everyone's super friendly, and people from all over the world. So let's see if this works. Hope it's okay that I'm without microphone right now. It will be fixed soon. I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Stephen and Paul. So, Dag, maybe you could type real quick. If you could type, and I could ask you a couple questions, because everyone here, we do have, as you can see the photo, we can't hear it, we can't see anything moving, so this could be just a big hope.
Dag, you look pretty serious, bro. We're gonna have to have you bring it down a notch.
He's not moving. It's like you know. Let me show you real quick who we have here on the line, and if Dag, I want to know if I'm pronouncing it right and where you're actually calling in from, because I know it's about 3 or 4 in the morning there. And I know we have Bill Nichols joining us. Okay, so cool. We're gonna figure out some from. It's 2:35 in the morning. 2:35. Just getting it. Okay, so now we have another photo. Tell me, Bill, that you have a live video. If it's not, hopefully you have a voice. Hey, this is good. So far we have 2 mystery guests. Not 1, but 2 mystery guests. Well, cool. While we're doing that, and they're maybe trying to figure things out, I want to show you guys, and this is totally off subject, I want to show you this protein that I got today, because I feel, and this has nothing to do with making money, but this is about life. You know, this protein, let me just describe it to you. So it says, biofermented, raw sprouted, whole grain, brown rice protein, complete amino acid profile for 98.2%. Sounds pretty powerful to me. So I got this protein today, and I went into this health food store, and it was like, what? You know, if you've been in a basement in Atlanta for a while, because I went back to this place I was struggling in, and what was crazy is some of the times when I was there. So let me just tell you real quick, and I want to introduce Bill. Bill, I'm glad you're a real person, because I'm like, we got 2 fakies. I mean, Dag, I know you're there. It's 2:35 in the morning. This guy's on the leaderboard of Empower Network, and I don't want to take away from that, but real quick, I was poor. I was sleeping on a couch in Atlanta. I started making some money. I moved to Hawaii, and this is the fast-forward version. 3 months later, I go back to the place in Atlanta to visit, because I actually had the ability to go there without being stuck there, but I was there for nearly 30 days because I was working on so many things. I got sick, and at one point, I'm like, dang, I'm here again. I'm stuck here again. I manifested myself back here again, which wasn't the case. But today, I had the chance to go in this health food store in Hawaii, and it's full of like these magical things. And so I appreciate you letting me share my protein with you. And we had to kind of set things up a little bit. So, Dag, I'm going to show your chat. If you could tell us where you're actually from, and so I can show it to everybody else. And then, Bill, how's it going today? We have Bill Nichols here. And let me just first real quick say this about Bill. When we met in Miami. We're in a good setting, and he can agree or disagree, but I'm talking about Vic was there, you know, red carpeting us, and maybe we'll let Bill talk about it a little bit. But you know, when you're in a group, let's say of 100 people, and somebody there just makes you feel good. No matter what, they made you feel good. They made you feel comfortable. You felt like you've known them forever. Bill's that kind of guy, and he gave Paul and I that warm feeling, but he was encouraging. We all kind of had a chance to connect a little bit there, and we knew by meeting each other that day and that weekend that we were on a lifelong journey together. We knew right then and there that this was a lifelong journey, and we had come from different places and had the chance to meet there. And Bill, I want to turn over to you real quick and let us know where you're from, and really appreciate you being here. Okay, I think you're muted. I don't know if it's intentional, but there's a mute thing up at the top. And Dag says, I'm from Norway, the other side of the Atlantic. So I'm going to put this in the chat. And if you're actually in the Google Hangout room as well, Dag, you could chat that there, because it is cool that you're here on the Hangout, and it's 2:35 in the morning, and you're here just giving us your time, you know, working with us, and that's awesome. And so let's see right here. I want to go to the room, the join a Hangout, join a mentor. So I hope you don't mind if you're just joining us today. You know, every day is different, and we like to mix this up. We're actually going to be able to, you know, in the future, I want to be able to show you some places of Hawaii. We do training, so every once in a while we'll just do like a 15, 20-minute or an hour-long or longer training on something that helps you grow your business, so you get tapped into that. And then we bring in people who are A, doing extraordinarily well, and B, awesome people. So I'm going to show, Bill, whenever you can jump in here and talk, I'm going to do that, or feel free to. I'm going to go ahead and show my screen and see Dag. We'll see him here at the top of the Empower Network. So right here, you go to leaderboard, okay? Paul, give maybe Bill some mute advice. You're a tech guru. Do you hear the leaderboard?
Bill, hit the mute button up top right next to the little video camera. Is that on or off?
Dag, you were on the leaderboard 10 minutes ago. You were at number 10. Okay. This leaderboard changes fast. I mean, the competition is rising, and man, I mean, that's awesome. So you can see this is Dag right here, but let me show you how he was, you know, just basically, I think it's like annihilation. When you get up and you're able to get that much lead, that much traffic, and you can see right here, he was at number 9. This was a day ago. So you have him here at number 9 a day ago, number 10 today, and then he just fell off the leaderboard, which now he's probably more motivated and excited, so he's going to be back on the leaderboard tomorrow. And, you know, he's in good hands with all these other individuals who are also on the leaderboard and just having really incredible results. So I want to show you a screenshot of some of the people. It's kind of, you know, this thing's loading up a little bit slow, but I wanted to show you this. This was used with a PowerPoint we did yesterday. You know, I'll give you a quick tour through. We're not going to do the full PowerPoint, but just a quick, I mean, like really fast. You might even say, wait, stop, wait. If you want to do that, that's fine. Just go back to yesterday, see what we went through. So beautiful.
Steve, see how fast you can do the whole thing, just like super speed.
Like a super speed presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to switch things up. I've never done this, but this would be cool. So right now
it's got to be 5 minutes or under.
Okay, we'll set a timer. And so hopefully, if you figure out your mute from here to now, but this could be funny, and this could be, I mean, it could throw you off. It could help me. This is actually a way I think I can learn the presentation better. So let me know when we're ready to go.
All right, we're ready. Go.
Okay, up here you see our mentor, Vick Strizheus, join a mentor, this beautiful cloud. I know I'm going a little bit slow because this part is extraordinary. But down here, this looks like a scuba diver, but it might be a fish. You got the Big Idea Mastermind going over here to this tropical paradise. That almost looks like a camera right there. And I mean, this is beautiful. You could swim around in this all the time. The reason we're all looking at this is because our mentor, Vick Strizheus, is helping us get this access to this system, which helps us get to places like this. Paradise. Okay, so we got to speed things up. It's very important you pay attention to the entire presentation. We're going to give you a sneak peek, case studies, free access, money today. But you can't make money today. but you have a chance to get involved with this gentleman. These guys, these are our mentors. This is the Empower Network. He earned over $4 million this year, 17th place in the entire world. They're ranked number 20th. You saw them already in the videos. These are our mentors, great people. You see Vic, he lives in South Dakota, wife, 4 kids, High Traffic Academy, creator of the Big Idea Mastermind, ranked number 17. And you can see here, he did this thing called Learn How to Go from Zero to $250,000 in 2013. He's the number 1. We already saw that. This is how you can convert to money. Traffic, he's the traffic king. Leads, he already created that. Opportunity, it's already in place. Follow-up emails, he's already done it. Opportunity product, it's already done. Sale, you get 100% commission. So you see here, these 2 guys again. Why? Because Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, they created the Empower Network. 100% commissions, great products, great leadership. Alexa ranking means ranks the top websites in the entire world. You see Oprah, 2,766. Empower Network 423. You can connect with all of us on Facebook and Skype to get that inner thing. You want proof? You want to be getting a Ferrari? You don't want to be broke? Well, I made $5,000 in the last 12 days. That's cool, but these 6 people all have something in common. The Big Idea Mastermind. They all have a mentor, Vic. They're all on this list. They're all top earners. They're on the top leaderboard with the Empower Network. In addition to that, you got Paulo, who's a mentor, earned $4,750 yesterday. He's also earned over $33,000 in the last month or 2 months with this business. That all these people have all earned over $1,000. It's not a coincidence. They all have something in common. They have this guy, the mentors, and they have access to stuff like this, and you're going to get access to stuff like this. Google Hangouts, Squeeze Pages. Google Hangouts, we're on right now, that you get access to that are always different. We bring on guests, and you get the idea. Branding you, the ability to do that, live online webinar boot camps for beginners, one-on-one mentoring, private Facebook room, and it goes on and on and on. I like this part, the underdog program. If you haven't ever made a commission, we're going to help you against all odds. And then you get access to go to with us to Hawaii in May. All the Diamond members are going to be going to a resort in Hawaii. We're going to hang out together, jump in this water together. I'm going to definitely get on one of these little boats and potentially in this tiki hut. And I like this boat over here. And wow, this place, man, it looks beautiful. The end.
Nice work. That was impressive.
Was it really?
Can we hear you yet?
It was impressive.
There he is.
Yeah. Hey, just for anybody that ever does this in the future, don't be in the Hangout and then jump on the join Hangout also.
Because it's like.
So sorry about that, everybody.
So you were basically presenting in a way. I mean, you're talking, but you're on the Hangout, so it's talking too. So you're hearing like six. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
You know what? It's just like this business. You learn, and you remember, and you adjust, and you move on.
Yeah.
So the faster that you get started and make mistakes, the faster you learn and you get good, and all of a sudden you start getting all those $25 and $100 checks like you and Paul are getting. It's fantastic.
It's fun. It's a definite. It's a learning experience because I feel like we were conditioned and we were all pushed into like doing something that really wasn't that fun. I mean, it's almost like we always did stuff because we felt like we had to. Like, have you ever had a job because you felt like you had to do it? Well, yes, you have to. But you know, this is like. It's almost like you're uncomfortable having fun and being yourself and traveling and not having to like be stressed out over work or a job or a boss and be able to make this type of money. So it is fun. And Bill, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Las Vegas. That's where I live. I moved here in '98. So
yeah.
It's kind of living the dream out here. And I tell you, I've been doing a lot of just reading and listening to some audios from some our mentors and some other guys that kind of help you get your head screwed on straight a little bit. And I'll tell you, one of the places that it's helped me the most is when I go into my job and I know that I have a little bit of time left there. It helps me to stay positive, but also to remember that I have something that's going to be able to help me offset all the income and help a lot more people. And just one of the things that's really exciting is recently had my annual review, right? And I don't know about you, Steve, and Paul, and everybody else there, but when somebody tells you that you did an average job and you brought them in 25% more sales than you said you were going to, and they tell you how much they think you're worth, and it doesn't really match up with what you're what you really truly believe you're worth, this kind of opportunity really resonates. So if you roll the clock back about a year, I decided that it wasn't going to be enough for me to meet my financial goals and to be able to give my family the things that I really wanted to give them, and to actually be able to help people. What I'm selling, it doesn't really help people. It's just a business to business product. In this business, you get to be excited and wake up in the beginning of the day and think, how many people can I help today?
Yeah.
And there's nothing more magical than being able to help people and be the positive and giving person that everybody is on the inside. Instead of going in and kind of going through the paces at a job. It's just a whole different dynamic. And when I see other people plugging into this daily hangout, and I realize, when I was new, if I had a daily hangout like this, to be able to plug in, learn all the little things, go through the setup steps like that, quick 1, 2, 3. Or, when I get stuck, I'd have somebody in one of our Facebook groups, or, if I was able to get a hold of Paul and say, Paul, I'm really stuck on this, and get an answer really fast. It's just everybody that's getting in now is just going to be able to take off like a rocket ship, especially with the BIM site launch. And so I'll tell you, Steve, I couldn't be more excited. I know that there's a lot of people, in this chat room right now that are just pulling their hair out with excitement. Can't wait till Tuesday. But the truth is that what we're doing right now is already working. Yeah. I have people opting in. I have people, getting into the business, and the BIM site isn't even up, but they're plugging in and they're being successful. And I couldn't be more excited, and I'm really thankful to you and Paul for all that you've given to the team to help us to ensure our success. And I'll tell you, the new people on the phone, and Steve and Paul won't tell you this, but I'm gonna. There's a lot of people that plug into this chat room and the Google Hangouts and the tools that Stephen and Paul have stepped up and produced. And Paul and Steve, they don't get any benefit from it. They're really just given because they want the entire team to be successful. So no matter how you heard about this, whether it was online, or if somebody talked to you about the opportunity because they were so excited they just couldn't help but share it with you, listen, the spirit of abundance and the spirit of giving in the community of 100% success is the thing that's going to take this team and launch them faster than anything you've ever seen before. So what I would do today is get a hold of click that button that's down at the bottom of your screen if you're just new, and get in touch with whoever your sponsor is and let them help you. And if you're having a hard time, come back to us. We'll help you, help them help you. So thanks for letting me share, you guys. I appreciate the time on the group.
Yeah, I mean, wow. What you say, it means a lot to both of us, because really because we worked extraordinarily hard, and we realized something. Like, a lot of the times we had things in place that could have panned out to be really well, like Paul talked about with Monavie, but we really didn't have a system that we were part of that was working for us. And just because it would be just like if just Vic was making money, yeah, you'd be excited, I know Vic, but then you're kind of like let down. You're like, man, when am I going to get my chance? And we've all had that feeling. Why isn't it my time? Why am I working so hard and I haven't got anything? And thank you for the compliments. Thank you for sharing that. And it's true to us too. because we didn't come here, you know, because someone was like, here, let me just lay things out for you and just jump in. What we did was we figured out things that worked, and then we said, let's start sharing those things. Because you know what? There's so many people that figured out something that works, and they're just dying to share it. It's the thing we do naturally. We want to share a wealth, abundance. We want to share knowledge. All of us have that inside of us, even if it's at a small level, even if you're nervous or scared, even if you don't like to talk, you don't like to talk in front of people, you still want, when you do something good, tell me you don't want to share it, because you do. That's what we do all the time. And so now we're starting to, let's start sharing not just like our good moments, like, hey, Paul, I went to surfing this morning, got this incredible wave. Like, that's a good moment. What about good moments when it comes to money and making money and helping other people? And it was all tied into one thing, and that's what we started doing. It's fun if you're all of a sudden like, hey, Bill, look at this, I just figured out. You can go ahead and do this too in your business, because 3 million people a day do what we all did, which maybe is what you did, and went on there and typed in, I want to make money from home, I want to work online. We received an email with somebody saying to do that. We looked at a website, and then we started navigating through, and we're like, oh, maybe this one, or let me pick this one, or this looks right or feels good. And all of it was just so confusing, and a lot of it didn't work. And Bill, what kind of books are you reading? Like, tell us just a little bit about that, because I think that's always a fascinating thing. If you know what someone's listened to and reads, I mean, you can tell a lot about what's going on in their life.
All right, so here's some books. It's funny, I just happen to have them on my desk.
Well, I mean, there you go.
So this, I don't know if, I guess you guys can see this.
Yeah.
This book is called The Compound Effect. This book is a great book for people to realize that it's the little decisions and steps that you make every single day that are going to compound you into successful or a less than successful life. So I'll give you an example. If you wake up every day and spend the first 2 minutes of your day and just write down or think about the top 10 things that you're thankful for, in a few weeks, it's going to become a habit, and it's going to set you off in the right place. So wow. This is more than just about how you start your day. It's little things that you can do in your relationships. It's little things little modifications that you can do in just the habits that you make every day. Are they good for you? Are they making you a better person or not? So that's one. Here's
to add on that, can I add something on that real quick?
Yeah, please do.
I found this out a long time ago through Tony Robbins, and when we were learning a lot of things about total immersion, one thing that was discussed is it takes 21 days. And I've never read the book. I just wrote it down. I wrote it down because hopefully I can get the book or listen to the audiobook. But it takes 21 days to form a habit. Okay, either a good habit or a bad habit. It's your decision to start forming a habit. And if you're lazy, then maybe your habit should be to walk a little bit. If you want to, be able to learn how to do a particular sport or play an instrument, you got to just start doing it, or start talking on the phone. But if 21 days, that's it, you can have a habit. And if you, like Bill just said, you could have all these incredible habits that shape your whole entire life by simply just planting little seeds. So I wanted to add on to that. That's fascinating. And what else you got going on?
Tony Robbins, while you're talking about him, he has an older audio series called Unleash the Power Within. And I tell you what, I can't tell you how many times I've listened to that. And if you are able to get that or download it, that's one of my personal favorites. And it's all about your state. And I don't want to get too deep on it, but I'll tell you what, it's one of those programs that if you get it and listen to it, you'll listen to it, and then you might put it down for a month or 2 months or 6 months, and you'll pick it back up again, and you'll hear something more, because it just means different things to different people in their growth process. So I'll tell you what, it's one of those I just keep going back to and listening to it again and again. So
Cool.
here's one more book. This book is called "It's Not About the Money" by Bob Proctor. That's another one I highly recommend. And then this third one, "Secrets of the Millionaire Mind" by T. Harv Eker. So if anybody's looking for some good books to read, you can get all those books on
Amazon, Kindle.
And you know what's cool about Kindle, Steve, is if you have an Amazon account with Kindle, you can download it if you have a Kindle, or you can just download it and use it on any device you have. So wherever I have my smartphone, I can be reading, which is really cool.
What would be cool too is, and you might already know this, but this is a great way to show you guys, when you have a mentor and you actually listen to them, okay, or the mentor shares with you enough and gives you the right idea. I want to show you something real cool here. So look at this. You can see my Skype.
Oh, this is cool.
Right there. You see this? What is Vic? I asked him, this is 320. What else do you think is awesome? I love personal development. Vic. He mentioned this, but you hear this? It's not about the money. So obviously, and I don't think you guys, they didn't plan this out, I promise you that. So he's just making recommendations to me, but see, now listen, either Bill's already said, hey, I already got the recommendations, I knew Vic before you, and I'm actually doing it, and so you should be, I'm a step ahead of you, or whatever. If Bill just knew it from somewhere else, this is how dialed in everybody is. You know, this is everyone's kind of on the same level, and you know, I don't want to go in and give you too much of private information, but I'll tell you this, like, I've never really been able to connect with somebody and to have somebody who's part of my life, who's doing such extraordinary things, but then being so selfless about it and giving so much money back to provide a system called the Big Idea Mastermind that you can get automatic free access to it right now today, and then be like the first ones to use it. And this guy is so excited. He's more excited than I'm excited, and I'm so excited. You can tell I'm excited. Okay, and this is cool, this is fun, and these guys are all part of this. You know, we have just an amazing team of people, and it's really because of this extraordinary leader here, and a guy who has a vision, and he's humble, and he has the results, and he's giving away advice like this to all of us. You know, and this is for you. And we're gonna do hangouts with Vic. We're gonna do hangouts with Dave Wood and Dave Sharp. You know, we're gonna do all that stuff. But right now, it's cool because we're locking arms with one another, and we're all looking at this to be, you know, something that changes our life. So we're ready to share it with you. And how cool is that? I mean, did you guys plan that out? He just same level. And you know, I gotta ask one more question. Bill, what did you, honestly, like your first take, did you know Vic before you went to Miami? What was your first take on him? And, you know, just anything you want to share about the Miami experience. It's, you're on mute again. You're the triple-double thing. Okay. So I can.
How's that? Is that better?
Good.
Okay. Triple double mute. I need that because I get so excited and I just ramble on. So, to answer your question, about a year ago, it was last June, I was looking around just like you guys were for something to do online at night on the weekends, and I set up a whole bunch of websites from a cookie cutter type of thing, and I was just struggling with it. I worked hard, you know, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, Steve. So how I met Vic was through this high traffic academy that he has, and Vic set this wonderful traffic getting stuff up, and then he said, well, gee, our folks are looking for a product or a system. And, you know, he linked the whole High Traffic Academy thing with the Empower Network and just multiplied it with the Big Idea Mastermind system. And it's such a no-brainer that everything else that I was doing before, I just I put it aside, and man, I'm focused. This is it. So I'll tell you what. You can plug in quickly. You can do everything that you need to do with not much time. And that guy, that nice guy Paul, right there, has been setting up all kinds of videos and instructions. And man, you just plug in, do it, get involved, and make some money. That's what we're here for. Make some money and help some people.
That's right.
So
That's right.
that's and I did go to Miami, but I also went to Austin, and I'll be in Chicago, and I can't wait to see you and give you a big hug and tell you aloha, brother. We're gonna have some fun, man.
Yeah. Are you gonna be able to make it out to Hawaii? You and your wife, or?
Don't have to ask me, man. You know the answer.
All right. I just, you never know. Paradise wouldn't quite be the same without you out here and, enjoying the area. So that's awesome. Thanks. I mean, Bill, it was really good to meet you. And this was just kind of like the cherry on top, because I am sure that both of us, when we left, based on the nature of this business as it always has been, is perhaps we talk on the phone real quick, maybe we get on Facebook and chat or Skype or something, but we rarely have the chance to do things like this because the technology hasn't always been available. Not everyone's always applied it, and now we can do this on a bigger level. So, man, that's awesome that you spent your time to come out and join us today. And Paul, any final words from you, words from the wise, or any questions for Bill or myself or anything? And Dag, thanks for coming out as well. And being here at 3 in the morning. And so, Dag, I want to make a special request. If everyone could, everybody who's on this hangout at any point ever, say, Dag, you know what? We really want you to prove it to you. And come back. We want to see you on video. We want to have you live. We're going to change the times we need to, so it would be like midnight. And we can make a special guest experience for our presentation for you, because anyone who's having these kind of phenomenal results and plugging in and working with us, we like to hear what's going on with you.
Absolutely.
So, Dag, thanks a lot. Paul, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah. Dag, it was definitely nice to meet you. And Bill, I'm super stoked you could come out, man. And can't wait to see you next time in Hawaii soon, buddy.
That's going to be awesome.
I saw some of the stuff you've been doing with the traffic and whatnot, and I look forward to learning some of your tips for sure.
Well, I'll be sharing. I just want to make sure that it's working right, my friend.
For sure. Yeah, that's about all I got till tomorrow.
Cool, and we're going to have everyone, so they know, we'll do this at a later time. Bill and his son, who work on this collectively, and then Matt McGivern and his dad, who are here. We're going to have the father-son. Now, we can go a step further, and we can do, in addition to that, there's a mother-daughter, and then there's a...
Oh, no. Steve, you're locked up, buddy.
Hello?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to make money in this business. You can lock up your computer. You can learn how to use a mute button and all that stuff. So I appreciate everybody. Good night.